Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So it's raining out. It's about 4:16, 4:29 Tuesday, 9.3 degrees Celsius, and that still says 50. And you could see because of the rain, my batteries are back to a charge mode. Anyway, so it's raining, just wrapping things up for the week. I've pulled those tires off and got these were from BMI Cart, and you can see those hubs on them are 200X hubs. Swap both these tires back on. These are going to go on the 125 outside. Probably going to make it ride like hell, but I want to get the thing up off the ground, and then I'll go forward from there. So that's one thing I accomplished as the rain was just beginning. I was just looking at some of these seats, this seat metal, and I got a cushion over there. There was a good video on how to fix these seats with plastic coat, and I think if one does a couple of different things, what the guy did, it's broad something. He's a friend of Wild-Eyed Northern Boy, broad something. Anyway, what he does is first he trims all the extra material out of the way. And then I think also William Stanton had a video on this. In Stanton's case, he filled the voids with dryer lint, right? And then you use the plastic coat. Also, I think 231 Flash also recommended plastic coat. But if you go to, I think it's Broad King, something like repairing a tractor seat with plastic coat or something like that. PLASTICCOAT. Anyway, he did a real nice job, fixing the seat. So I could imagine some of these little crack things and all. Spend $12 on some black plastic coat and bring that seat back to life much better than it is. As a matter of fact, do a little work on a few of those other seats where they're beginning to split a little bit, just to clean things up. Those tires are ready to go out on the other bike, and that'll get that bike so that all three tires are up off the ground. That's important. I bought another assortment pack of parts delivered to the house. It was like $35, and it came with a bunch of 125 parts. It's not here yet. I'm expecting it by the weekend, but came with a throttle, came with a clutch, came with just assortments, nuts and bolts. I think there was a engine cover, one side cover, just a whole load of stuff. Do I need it? No. As a matter of fact, you can't see it, but beneath this Kubota box is a box that has a, I don't know if it's a 125 or a 110, but there's a motor down there. As I look at this pile of stuff, kind of taking up my island here, I got to do something about this. I got to watch some videos on a good way of hanging up rakes and shovels and so forth like that. There's almost a temptation to hang them up outside somewhere, right? Why should they be taking up prime real estate? I don't mean outside in the weather. I mean outside under one of the lean-tos. Sorry for the wind and the rain, but maybe set them up to hang all along this wall here. right along the top, perhaps. Get them the heck out of the garage. That'd make me some more space. Yeah, I'm looking at this mess kind of critically as I'm trying to figure out what exactly to do. And I think I want to put the lift on this side. I think I want that to be the lift side, and I think I want that workbench to become functional. And if I put the lift in so that there's enough space for me to walk between and bend and kneel and do everything I need to do, but not enough space to squeeze a bike in there, I think that'd be a good idea. And I think I'll have the same situation going on here. I think the lift will come more or less to the back of the E-Z-Go. I'm also looking at the lift itself in the down mode, and it looks like I have space here, there, maybe to set up a couple of shelves, and for the purpose of keeping the welder handy, the chop saw, the drill press, keep those things like right here. So if I want to use them, pick them up, put them on the table, run the table to whatever height I want to use them at, and use them, and then be able to put them right back where I found them. That way they all have a nice home, a home that I could get to easily. The issue with those heavy things up on that shelf over there, just makes it very hard to get the stuff down. So I find myself, unless I really need it, I don't want to fight those things down. Though with a little additional space over here, it would be easier to just step up on something and pick them up and put them down. Anyway, so yeah, thoughts on how to arrange this place properly so that I can move everything here. I mean, I might have to top off the tires a little bit, but everything here is basically up on its tires. I don't have anything dead that I can't move, which is a huge plus. It makes life so much easier to just roll things out. But then, like a moron, I sit that thing in front of the door with one flat tire. I got another few projects in front of it, but one of the things holding that puppy up is I've been wanting to see what kind of condition the motor's in. Right now it's locked up, but I don't know if it's locked up as in it has the 250 ES-SX situation. By that I mean the crap got into the flywheel and is stuck between the flywheel and the stator, which rips the stator all to hell, which means that engine isn't really worth too much. So I kind of need to take it apart to figure out what kind of shape it's in, and once I do that, then I can move it on. So, but in the meantime, it's kind of in the way. My tent buildings, I kind of need to unload those and jack them up, and then put the stuff back in them. Perhaps put it in there in such a way that things are a little tighter. I got my son's supposed to be home this weekend. My older son, who given his work at the winery, is strong as an ox. So I kind of need some of that strong as an ox to help me do some of this stuff. And I've said this a few times, and I got to get back to saying it. I really kind of would like to get, and before winter comes, I really I really need to get this place insulated, because homie's getting tired of freezing his butt off. I'm not as young as I used to be. Yeah, I guess this is about it for the week. I have 1 day of work this week. I'm just working Wednesday night. I'm going to take Thursday night off. Friday I'm going to get up early and go to one of the big car shows in this area. So I'm going to go there on Friday morning. Then I'm going to go again with my son on Saturday. Sorry if this thing's kind of zooming in and out from a light point of view. You guys can see I got both plates in here, and one of them's welded down. The other one is just sitting on before I make anything permanent. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with reinforcing this, so I get rid of some of the bow. I gotta spend just a little bit of more time with it. After thinking about cutting that off and sliding something down the pipe, or sliding, a heavier pipe over it, which is a good thing to do, that'll help make things stronger. I was also, of course, thinking, I never stop thinking, that there are a couple of other things I can do to reinforce it while I'm down here, so I got to think about that. And I was also thinking about the height situation. I think I'm going to set this thing up with 2 height bars, so that I could be sure that when I pick it up, it's not going to collapse on me. One of them will be hanging from the front of this thing, so as it's on its way up, it'll be kind of dragging it, so should there be some catastrophic failure, it would stop it from completely falling down and damaging me. The other one will swing up from the back, so once you pick it up, you get it to the height you want it, you pick up whatever bar height. Probably I'm going to set up with 2 bar heights. Anyway, whenever I get it to the bar height I either pick up, probably the inner one will be short and the outer one will be tall, and just put them up and then settle it back down on it, and it'll be all sitting in the right place and happy, and I can work like a human being and not crawl around on the floor. This is probably about it for today. Yeah, I think so. My son's housing deal, I've never run across people who just can't get their act together. My son spoke to the husband, the contractor guy who did all the remodeling on the house. Nice guy, wants to sell it, let's go. The wife is a real estate agent, and so she shows the house. We're ready to make an offer on it, and she pulls the listing because her boss says that she can't be the listing agent and the selling agent at the same time, because her husband was the contractor in the house and they don't want to promote some bad vibes, conflict of I'm not sure what exactly their issue is there. So, but meanwhile, she went through the trouble of like showing the house, and it's to the point where my son wants to put a down payment on it and get the whole situation moving. And now the thing's stalled because they're trying to figure out whose name to list it in and a whole bunch of other stupidity. I don't know. Somebody wants to sell something, right? I put this thing on Craigslist and I say I want $500 for it, and somebody shows up with $500. I don't understand the problem. Shouldn't like, if it's available, it hasn't been sold already, you take the $500, the guy takes the big red, and we both walk away happy, or whatever, we walk away. I guess I don't understand, especially for such a big deal as this house. And the real estate woman is experienced, and the guy's an experienced contractor. So I'm really at a loss to what the issue is, but it's my son's house is now moving into the annoying mode. For those of you who've bought and sold houses, and there's probably many of you out there in one way or another who've been involved in real estate. Real estate's always a pain in the ass, though. I've been through several real estate transactions, and it never seems to go easy. It seems as if there's always some kind of debate at the last minute about something stupid that slows down the whole affair. All right, folks, I got to run. Remember, keep your feet down, keep your head up, live, love, and have a great time, and we'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and thanks for subscribing. Bye now.